Right now, with everything going on in the world, it is the best time to re-strategize and restructure because real estate investors tend to think that they can do all of the work themselves, which is actually a guaranteed way to fail as a real estate investor. In this particular video, I'm going to give you 8 positions to fill in your real estate team in order to succeed as a real estate investor. Coming up. Welcome back, everybody. Such a pleasure to be back. If you are new here, welcome. My name is AlexBeltran, and I talk about real estate tricks, tips, and topics. So, if you're in the real estate business, aspiring to join the real estate business, or you just want some guidance or references to everything that the real estate industry encompasses, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, hit that little bell because, well, that's going to help me look better to potential sponsors. I want to preface this video by saying that I understand the struggle to start investing in real estate. It took me a very long time to start investing in real estate, and I work in the real estate industry. My parents might say it took me too long to get started investing in real estate. Hi, Mom. If you pay attention to a lot of the biggest real estate titans out there, they almost look down on the beginning real estate investor. It may not be their intention to do so, but sometimes it seems like that's exactly what they're doing. Well, this video, it isn't meant to discourage anyone. On the contrary, I want you to get those thinking noodles working so that you can plan for a successful future. So don't think that just because you don't have all these people on your team yet, that you're gonna fail. Because regardless of where you start, at first, you almost always have to do a lot of the legwork yourself. This isn't just in real estate, this is in life in general. It's just the name of the game. It's really easy to look at some of the major players in the real estate game and think to yourself, man, those guys have it easy, they have an entire team behind them. When a lot of these guys had to start from zero, build their team as well as their finances. And now, several mistakes and years later, they get to take it easy while driving around in that fully loaded Rolls Royce. I mean, I've sat inside of a Rolls Royce once at the LA Auto Show, so I guess there's still hope. This particular video is for the beginner to the intermediate real estate investor. Now I get it, you're not gonna fill up all these positions right away. It's gonna take you some time to find the right people to work with and feel comfortable working with. And there are gonna be some people that unfortunately are gonna let you down, and as much as that sucks, that's okay, because now you know not to work with them. I'm gonna give you the 8 people that you should have on your team in order to succeed as a real estate investor. And then at the very end of the video, I'm gonna add 2 additional positions that, while they aren't necessarily official positions, they are vital to helping you succeed, or at least they were for me. Number 1, the real estate agent, and probably one of the easiest members of your team to acquire because real estates are literally everywhere. Fun fact, there are actually more real estate agents in the world than there are people. Now I'm sure that you've accidentally requested for more information about a property that you weren't really that interested in, but now you're on some real estate agent CRM and they're just hounding you constantly. I mean, it's easy when you're a casual buyer to choose a real estate agent because casual buyers have a completely different mindset. As long as I get the house, I don't care who the agent is. But if you're an investor, you have to ask questions. Make sure that the real estate agent sees your goals and can help you navigate the real estate market as well as be a pleasure to work with. Now I know that investors constantly think to themselves, well, I'm not trying to find homes that are on the MLS, so I really don't need a real estate agent. And this is what I mean. If a real estate agent is offering you only houses that are on the MLS that are move-in ready and are way overpriced, that might not be the real estate agent for you. Look for a real estate agent that offers you more than that, offers you what you need. Because every agent is different. Because there are agents that specialize in working with families, relocation agents, commercial agents. Commercial agents, they won't even show you residential homes. They'll just forward you over to a residential real estate agent. In this case, because you're a real estate investor, choose a real estate agent that specializes in investment properties. Now, as a real estate agent, we look at houses like all the time. Understanding the investor's mindset is very important. A trusted real estate agent could be your eyes and ears. And you're also going to want a real estate agent that has his fingers on the pulse of the real estate market. Yep. Yeah, there's real estate pulsing through my veins. Be well connected and have investment experience. Because believe me, you're not going to be able to see every single property that hits the market. But a trusted real estate agent will be able to compile a list of homes that are worth looking into because they are providing you lots of value with their knowledge in investment properties. And that's really the first major step in succeeding in real estate. Finding the right property. Getting a real estate agent is so easy that you can literally become your own real estate agent by getting a real estate license. And cutting out the need for a real estate agent. Now, I know that there are several points of view as to whether or not you should get a real estate license. Now, full disclosure, I am a licensed real estate agent, so I don't want to come off biased. So instead, I'm just going to tell you about my situation. I started off wanting to be a real estate agent, so I went through the expensive and time-consuming process of obtaining my real estate license. It wasn't until I started selling real estate that I thought to myself, wait a minute! These investors are making more money than me. Consistently. I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. And long story short, I dove into every class and book that had to do with real estate investing, and I've been using myself as a guinea pig ever since. So when an investor asks me if they should get their real estate license, but they don't want to be a real estate agent, from my point of view, the answer is no, don't. Just get a trusted real estate agent to do all that work for you. Being a real estate agent is a full-time job. Delegate it out. As an investor, you should be thinking about bigger fish to fry. I mean, it's what I'm doing. I'm slowly transitioning out of being a real estate salesperson to becoming a full-time real estate investor, and eventually I want to become a real estate developer. Once I completely transition out of being a real estate salesperson, I'm just gonna hire a real estate agent to do the work that I used to do. So do with that information what you please. Number 2, the lender, because you're gonna need money to operate. And unless you're Bruce Wayne with an unlimited amount of trust fund money, you're gonna need a lender. Whether it's a small bank, big bank, credit union, or private money, you're gonna need some type of relationship with a lender. It's a necessary evil. What I always recommend is having different lenders for different situations. Being in real estate as long as I have a pretty good understanding of pretty much all the loans that are out there, but they're not my area of expertise. Yes, I can give you ballpark figures of what to expect when trying to get a loan as well as what loans to look for, but a good lender will give you precise answers as well as work with you to obtain that loan. You're gonna find out throughout your real estate investment journey that there are some loans that you're simply never gonna touch. But start building relationships with different lenders from different banks, and understanding the different types of loans that are out there will help you make better loan decisions. Number 3, the contractor or handyman. This is actually gonna be one of the hardest ones for you to find for multiple reasons. Number 1, you're gonna realize that there are some not very good contractors out there. They're gonna overcharge you, not do the work on time, not do the work well, or even worse, not do the work at all. Or you're gonna find the contractor that does the work well, charges fairly, but he's always booked. And then there's like the third contractor that does great work, but way overcharges, but at least he gets the work done during your time frame. So you're gonna need a large pool of contractors and handyman contacts. The most important part of any type of work is being proactive, not reactive. I mean, obviously option 2, the contractor that does great work, charges fairly, and does everything on time is the best option to go with. But usually those types of contractors are so well respected that it's hard to book them. By being proactive, you almost guarantee that they can work with you. I mean, we already know that it takes about 30 to 45 days to close on a house. As an investor, you should be looking at every single one of the properties and have a pretty good idea of how much work is going to be going into them. Relay that information over to your favorite handyman or contractor. That way when you get the keys at the close of escrow, they're at your job site already. In order to get these contacts, you're gonna have to do a lot of the legwork yourself. Ask for referrals, walk into Home Depot early in the morning, because that's when contractors and handyman are there. Post some ads, and you're gonna have to try them out. There really is no cheat code for this. And as hard as this process may be, once you find a contractor that you trust and you enjoy working with, they're gonna make your real estate life that much easier. Number 4, the bookkeeper, which is probably one of the most overlooked positions because either 1, investors think that they can do this work themselves, or worse, they think it's the CPA's job. And while yes, the CPA can do this for you, a bookkeeper is gonna do this work at a fraction of a cost. I'm trying to save you some cheddar here. The bookkeeper's job is to account for every penny that goes in and out of your bank account every month. And at the end of every month, they hand you a report. Which brings me to the number 5 teammate, the CPA, or a certified public accountant. A CPA will give you financial advice as well as tax recommendations, as well as do your personal and business taxes. They aren't the same as a bookkeeper. The bookkeeper is, for lack of a better term, the data entry, while the CPA takes those numbers, looks at the overall picture, and gives you options. From how to spend your money or how to file taxes more efficiently. A CPA is probably the most important vital team member to have. What I mean by this is that a lot of new investors completely overlook the CPA because they think that CPAs are only for investors with lots of properties. And while I understand that finding a good CPA may not be your top priority, because CPAs are expensive, albeit worth it. I would strongly advise that you talk to one as soon as you can, because they will save you lots of money with tax-saving strategies that will benefit you in the long run, as well as answering probably one of the most pressing questions that every new investor wants answered. Should you get an LLC? What you spend on a good CPA's hourly rate will be outweighed by the money you save using their strategies. Number 6, the lawyer. When it comes to real estate investing, it's not a matter of if, it's when you get sued, you want to be prepared. One of the most expensive phrases in real estate is, well, I didn't know I could fill in the blank. The sad reality about this world is the bigger your business gets, the bigger of a target you become. And you're gonna want a good lawyer in your corner. Even if you aren't being sued, there are times when you're gonna need some legal advice. Lawyers can help you with evictions when someone isn't paying their rent or property rights, or they can help you file paperwork like that LLC that you ask your CPA if you can get or not, after the CPA answers your pressing question as to whether or not you should become an LLC. A good lawyer is gonna be probably the most expensive team member on your team. Also, side note, something that a lot of people overlook when they try to become incorporated. If you become an LLC or any type of corporation, you need to be represented by a lawyer. How about them apples? So regardless, you're pretty much forced to use a lawyer. So just make sure you get a good lawyer that specializes in real estate. Whew, almost done. We're getting up to number 7, which is the insurance agent. Because you need protection from mayhem, like this asshole. Insurance is the most frustrating part of real estate. You would think that insurance is just an afterthought because you personally don't use it. But when you become a real estate investor, strap in. Because one of the biggest mistakes that you can make with insurance is simply choosing the lowest rate. Have you ever been in a simple fender bender with all those headaches that they give you from all those logistical gymnastics that they make you go through? Now add a tenant on top of that, only to figure out that you got the wrong policy and you're not even covered for it. Damn you, mayhem! An insurance agent will save you lots of time and frustration by doing everything right. Just make sure you hound them to get the lowest rate possible without cutting corners. Because when something bad happens, you want to make sure you're covered. And number 8, property managers. All right, look, let's talk about the big elephant in the room like right now. No one gets into real estate to manage tenants. You don't want to do it. Why are you lying to yourself? Look, in the beginning, there's no doubt that you're gonna have to manage all of your tenants because, well, you know, the struggle is real. But still make friends with local property management companies. They will help you, like a lot. Then get out of managing tenants as soon as you can. You will age 10 years in a span of 6 months if you are managing a sizable amount of tenants. Don't do it. Management is gonna be the face of your properties. So having a good property manager or a property management company is literally going to be the difference between succeeding or failing. Do you really want to lose everything over what is, in the grand scheme of things, very little money? I didn't think so. Get yourself a property manager to handle the day-to-day operations as soon as possible. And now for the 2 bonus positions, and honestly, probably the most important positions. Bonus position number 1, the significant other. Look, I don't care about your love life, it's none of my business. But having a significant other or a partner that you can confide in is vital. They don't necessarily have to know the ins and outs of real estate or be business savvy. They just have to be there for you. A negative significant other, or basically someone who doesn't care about your goals or thinks that this whole real estate thing is futile, is the biggest hindrance to you. You have failed even before you have started if this is the type of energy that your significant other brings to the table. Look, this is your life and no judgment. But I've had clients that have started off with negative significant others. And what I have seen work is if you get them involved in the process. That way they feel included. Your win is their win. I'm not a couples therapist, obviously. I'm just a real estate agent on YouTube. I'm assuming for better advice, go talk to a couples therapist. Bonus position number 2, a life coach, a therapist, a mentor, an accountability partner, whatever works for you. If there's anything that I have learned about real estate is that it is an emotional roller coaster. Because one day you can be up on cloud 9 like you got that all-day VIP wristband at Disneyland, which gives you the ability to take tequila shots with Mickey and the gang. And other days, you can feel like your entire world is falling apart. and you gotta stay face while a bunch of buffoonery goes on around you. Whoever you get to fill this position is pretty much gonna call you out on all of your bullshit and sometimes give you a kick in the ass when you need it the most. It may sound all Toby Robbins to say this, but it does help. Sometimes you just need someone to let you know that you're drowning in a puddle and not in the ocean, and to bounce ideas off and keep each other accountable. Which brings me to the question of the day. Where are you finding your real estate deals? Door knocking, Zillow, Facebook Marketplace, cold calls, the MLS? Go ahead and comment in the comment section down below. So get out there and start hustling. I promise you, it is worth it. If you found this video informative or entertaining, go ahead and smash that like button because that makes my videos seem cooler and better to the YouTube algorithm apparently. If you haven't subscribed, go on ahead and do so like right now. If you want to keep up to date with everything that I'm doing in real estate, go on ahead and give me a follow on Instagram. And if you want to check out some more of my real estate videos, I'm going to go on ahead and link them here and here. Hopefully they pop up this time. Other than that, catch you guys next week. Peace.